going on, guys? I am so excited to bring back the Upland Revival podcast, right? We took a little break. We had a lot of life going on, but I'm here with the main man, the legend himself, Kevin the Man. How you doing, brother?
Doing great, man. I'm happy to be here. Happy to stream today and want to get some views across, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just glad that we're doing this again, man. We got busy. Life got kind of crazy. What people don't know is, me and Kevin, we're both entrepreneurs. We're both business owners. We both have nonprofits. We're both, charitable guys. We do a lot of different events. We do a lot of different things. And, we love Upland. We love our community, and we are so grateful for our community. And, we got a lot of messages asking us, hey, you guys going to come back? Are you going to come back and bring the show? We're like, hell yeah, if y'all want it, let's bring it. We just can't do it as much as we'd love to do it. We just get pretty busy, but we're here and we want to, still edify Upland in the most positive, bright, light spirits that we can because we love Upland. But we will continue to point out some of the things that we would love to see improve because obviously they listened to us a little bit. What do you say, Kev? I think we got some bonus action. We got some really good things going right now. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there are a lot of things to kind of cover and kind of go over. One of the great things I kind of see the community being renewed. Talking with community members has been an all-time high.
Yes.
Like the topic here today is like was Uppies, like something that we needed, and
Yeah.
like absolutely. I think that Upland has the opportunity here to really do something great. And
Yes.
if they continue to move in a way where players feel rewarded quickly, I think that we'll all see success from it.
I agree. And I think we're already starting to see that. Let's take, there's a lot of new things to dive into, right? There's uppies, there's, structures, there's, God, Upland has so many great things. I think that's also kind of my only problem that not a problem, it's a good problem to have, but there's so much to learn and so many things to try and understand that's going to give you the best value asset wise for your investment into this game, right? Because that's what this is, right? We're investing into something that we believe in that's fantastic. And, honestly, we're very grateful to even be a part of this. And like Kevin said, we love the community. There's nothing more special than the Upland community. I'll tell you right now, I'm involved in a lot of different things, a lot of different, metaverses, but there is nothing better than Upland. And the reason that makes Upland great is the community and the people like Kevin, right? I met Kevin. I didn't know Kevin before Upland. And me and Kevin met through Upland, and now we're brothers and we're inseparable. And if you've seen our work for the past 3 or 4 years, you know that we are ride or die, and we are going to make sure that we do everything we can to help succeed this game and succeed our community. And that's always been our angle. That's always been our mantra. We wanted to help, build this into something so special because we think that we know that it is. And so now we're going to continue to do that. And we want to hop on here as much as we can. We might not have a scheduled stream, but we will be here, as much as we possibly can to help educate you guys on the new things related to Upland. And right now, we got Uppies, and I think Uppies are a really big topic right now, right, Kev?
Yeah, I mean, Uppies is definitely bringing the brotherhood back.
Correct.
Like I've definitely
And
noticed
by
that
the way, let me be clear. I know shit about Uppies. So I don't know how they
right,
work.
right,
All
right.
I know, all I know is that it fluctuates and I'm building apartments and I get more. I build more service structures and I get more. The algorithm, I'm honestly still unsure about. I'd love to know more if anyone knows about the algorithm, but
Yeah, I think that's part of the suspense here. People are definitely learning. One of the great things that the group in downtown LA has been able to do, like
let's
we
go.
were ranking at like number 38, and we moved up to number 7 quickly. And it really kind of shows that coordinating as a community and as a group is back, because we were
Yes.
able to do that with our small little group
Yeah.
and see success fast. And
Yeah, and
I
again, but
love to see that.
how did we do that though, Kev? You called me and you said, "Hey, we got some really fun things going in downtown, and I want to work with you, and let's start doing some fun things. And then we jumped back into the community. We saw who was working in downtown, and we just kind of said, you know what, this is where we're going to put our stamp in Upland, and we are going to build as many structures as we can. And we got our spark out there. We loaded up on Upix land and on the exchange and all the fun things, and we blew it up, bro. Like, did you see how much we helped increase the rank of downtown in 30 days? Did you see that,
Yeah,
Joe?
I mean it's awesome, like, and we did it by coordination and really kind of bringing back what brought us to Upland in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like things have changed, and like we've came on the stream, we've talked about how some of the things feel uncomfortable and how it's difficult to grasp, and how
And I
Upland's
still can't
moving.
buy in USD.
Yeah, and how Upland's like moving away from, like, like this game is for profit, now this game is for
Yeah.
building. And a lot of the OG people that invested a lot of money into it in the beginning, I mean, it really offset them and kind of
Yeah.
got them a little disgruntled. I mean, we're still kind of feeling that now, but really what we've tried to do, K Twice and I and our group, and is really try to embrace the new changes that are taking place.
Yeah.
And we're really giving Upland the opportunity to shine, because
Yeah.
we've invested a lot of time, a lot of money into the game, and of course we want it to be successful. So we've
Yes.
got a couple comments. K Twice, Metaverse Mullen, he said nice work getting to
Yo.
7th in downtown, the real node LA. What up, K Twice and Kev the
Yo, what
man?
up, fam?
What you guys
All the
doing?
I still can't believe people still like follow us and are watching our stuff right now. This is awesome. We got some good
Yeah, hell
viewers, and
yeah, hell yeah.
thank you guys. But this is why we do it, guys. We do it because we love the community. We love to share. We love to help focus and game plan and work together and add more elements and more values to the community. As you guys know, me and Kev love to give away Upix. We love to do giveaways. We love doing stuff like this for the community, but we need a community to do that for. And I
Well,
think with Uppies and with service structures, like Kev said, this is exciting. It's coming back, man. The community is there. I'm feeling it.
it's
I'm feeling
strong.
that fire, baby.
It's strong. And one of the great things, we've been able to talk about strategy. Like, I think that there's still some unsolved issues kind of with the infrastructure of Uppies. Like, for example, like I feel really bad for the first OGs, like San Francisco. I mean, their
Oh yeah,
properties are so small,
yeah.
like they can't even fit a service structure.
I
I mean,
know.
they can't
That's kind of
even
crappy.
compete. Like
Yeah.
you're not really able to compete in the community until we get to roughly like the Los Angeles area.
Now I
A
will,
lot of those properties are huge, so you can build multiple structures on them.
like my Bay Street in downtown, I got like almost 30 structures on that one property. But again, I also will play the advocate on that a little bit because I'm a big property buyer. So I like to look for big properties. I've always been that way. I've always
Yeah.
liked my earnings, my big properties, and this allows people like myself that has not had very much value in their big properties to get more value in these big properties.
That's a winner. I mean, that's the number one thing I feel like has changed. Before I felt like
Let's go.
everyone was kind of looking at like the floor prices and
Let's
like
go.
like the least amount, per region to buy, because that
Yep.
kind of made the most sense. But now it makes a lot of sense to buy a large
A larger
UP2
property, higher
property.
spins, higher yields, higher
Exactly,
margins,
exactly.
higher. Yes.
And we've seen some of that. I mean, K Twice, we've seen a property in downtown LA sold by Bacon for I believe it was like $1,000 USD, and it had a
I
bunch of
just spent I
service
just spent two.
structures on it,
Yeah. I just
and
spent 200
someone
bucks
bought it.
today in USD. You know what I mean? It's coming, man. And I'm just telling you, the boom's coming. And that's what's exciting is that you're seeing the OG players come back out. I'm seeing a lot of more OGs coming out that are spinning their epics that are like, okay, maybe I should start building some service structures. TM, my boy out there, he's killing it. I mean, you got people that are really, really
Yeah,
grinding, and that's a good sign.
yeah, and the other thing too that I've really liked is the Spark Exchange. I mean,
Yes.
we've been able to build, I want to say like 40 service structures like in the last like 6 weeks. Some of them are still kind of being um, completed at this moment right now. But I mean, there's no way I would have been able to accomplish that. There's no way that KTwice would have been able to accomplish that. And we're
No.
we're really appreciative that we have that as an option. So
I
a
will
lot of
say, by the
things
way,
came
hi
together.
Chris, I will take a little bit of credit. That was my domain, Upland. I mean, we helped pioneer.
Mm.
I should probably get like a residual or something from all that. By the way, I'm just saying, hi Chris, if you're out there, bro, I'm just saying, throw Daddy some Upix for helping you formulate.
So Metaverse Mullen, he's saying, that his cells are up 3 times.
Let's
Like in
go, bro. Who's
Yeah,
that? Who
hell
said that?
yeah.
Who said that?
Metaverse Mullen.
Come on, bro. Let's go. Dude, that is what I'm talking about. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing it. And if we work it, and man, if we get the same volume that we used to have, could you imagine when properties start going pop, 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 pop for at least just even? Not
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but we needed a reason for these properties to hold value. And and part of the big reason was just the hype and the communication that took place within groups,
yeah,
and those things are starting to come back. Now, I really hope that Upland sees this as positive, and they start changing things even more, because
yes,
like one of the things, like seeing that the influence score and the residents, like they're now going to be part of the 10 challenges that we would need to maintain our monthly earnings. That was a bit disappointing. I was hoping to see that the influence score and your residence score would be an added bonus, just to kind of get someone like more involved in the game, and not just the same old. Like I hope that Upland doesn't take away from what we've already had and then say, hey, like you have to buy all of these service structures. Because let's talk about it. I
yeah.
mean, buying service structures could
Which,
be
by the way, I've
expensive
I've probably bought
for
almost
people.
every single one. I probably have almost every single service structure except for maybe probably like 10 or 12 or something like that. Together, because I do think that this is adding value, big value. And again, I'm still trying to figure out the algorithms to Uppies and how the service structures work, because again, it's weird. If you go to my influencer score, it goes to 1,000 something, then it drops down like something, goes back up, and then my Uppies, they fluctuate too. And I'm like, okay, so obviously there's some sort of algorithm to control that balance. Otherwise, it would be right where it's always at. But it definitely changes and shifts. And I'm curious how that works too, and how that could add value in the future without taking away from, like you said, what we've already had.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that that's the biggest thing, because I mean, if you look at the cost of a service structure, like you're every time service structures come out, I mean, you're looking at investing roughly $20 to $25 in buildings, and then on top of that, like we have to actually have a property, then
Yeah.
we have to take that property and build a structure that can take weeks to months, depending
Yeah.
on how much
How much
spark that you
spark you
have
have, or how much
invested
Upix
in
you
the
have to
game.
spend. Yeah.
Yeah, so those things right there, like it's easy for people like me and K Twice that have been in the game for quite some time, and we've
Yeah.
we've grew our portfolio to a point where we could absorb some of those hits. But
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for someone new coming in and trying to make a name for themselves or to be active in the game, because I mean, really, it kind of there's really not much to do still. I mean,
I
like
know.
I've spent a
I
lot of
know.
time
I know.
building 40, 50 structures, trying to get them all up and going fast, try and get them, like for my team, for my community. I want downtown LA to win as a
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to be the best team player. I want to be the best player. I want to be a good customer for Upland. Like I'm buying the service structures
Yep.
and I'm embracing their ideas, because I'm hoping in the end they steer us in the right direction. And
Correct.
and this isn't all just fluff right now.
Yeah.
Like it now. Again, I give Upland an A plus for like what they've done so far in a quick amount of time. This is the most I've seen
I
Upland
gotta say
do.
too, I think they
I,
listened
I
to us a
mean,
little
in
bit,
90
bro. I
days,
think
man, holy smokes,
I'm just
like,
telling you, with some of the things that we said, they've changed some of the things that we were talking about. And again, that's what we wanted. Just for the record, we're never going to be negative or hating on Upland, but we are going to point out things that we think could make the experience better for everybody, not just players like me and Kev that are OGs that have a big abundance of earnings, but for the new player, for the consistent player that comes in and that wants to just grow and build and dynamically, extend their portfolio and learn and come into our groups, come into downtown LA, come into Granada Hills, like our boy. I think someone just posted about Granada Hills. I saw something. I can't see
yeah,
on that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so bad.
Granada
But
Hills is selling for 110% on the USD market right now.
let's
What's
go, bro.
up?
That dude, I'll
That's
take
what
that
we're
all
looking
day.
for.
That's
That's what we're
exactly
looking
what I'm
for,
talking
you
about,
know?
bro. And just wait till that compounds, right? When we get more players with I was always kind of against opening up more cities, but I like that they're doing Singapore and they did base, different types of countries where it's opening up a different international platform for international players. And as crypto gets bigger and gets absorbed and continues to kind of avalanche the way that I think it's about to here come this next year, dude, dude. Upland will
Yeah,
be the pivotal place for people to come to from all metaverses because they are making it more streamlined or mainstream, right? Where you have new players that can come in, get bonuses, earn, find ways to make sales right out the gates. We got USD as long as it's 105, 110%. Damn, I'll take that all day long.
exactly.
I bought downtown for USD for 45, 50% today. You know what I mean? Like shit, like
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing too, like I've been able to kind of talk to other players that are strong in other holdings, other
yeah,
regions, and
yep.
make them deals for the future. I'm like,
Yes,
look,
bro.
I won't sell these properties. I hold 90 of them in your area. I hold large UP2 in your area, but I will reserve these for you first because our most important thing right now is to utilize the new features and benefits of the game
Yeah,
so that way new players have something to look at and go, hey, look at what KTwice is doing,
yeah.
look at what Kevin the Man's doing, look at what these guys are doing. I want to be part of it, and I feel
Yes.
like that's what's happening. We're all coming together. So Justin
Yes.
Cross, he's here in the stream now. What's up,
Cross my
Justin?
man. He's in here. What's
Yeah,
up, Justin? That's my
hell
guy.
yeah,
I love
he's
that
been
guy.
fun. Like him and I, man, we go way back from the days that he was trying to push Santa Clara, trying to get my Santa Clara properties from me. He was so smooth, and then he'd leave me little DMs. He was like, he was like, nice talk, because I ghosted him a little bit. You know what I mean? And then I'd get back to him and I'd be like, bro, like I'm just busy. You know what I mean? But I'm not letting go of my Santa Clara properties. And he's like, oh,
Bro, you
okay.
know what's crazy?
But
Do you remember when
good
a long time
times.
ago, Santa Clara, dude? I mean, I remember we on live on stream. I think this was years ago, but I bought like a whole street full of Santa Clara, and I was showing the fact of like, listen, how look at these properties. These will at some point these will increase in value, and I bought them all for like I don't know 20, 30,000 UPIX, and I set them all for 75,000 UPIX
Yeah.
every single the whole road, and now. It's all gone. I sold every single one of those streets in Santa Clara. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy
Yeah.
to think. And I could have set it for more.
No, I remember. I mean, you did it on a live stream.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we had people
All
kind of
gone.
going in there and buying them, like
Yep. They
I,
brought
I,
them with
I
me. Yep.
and like I ended up, oh, man, I hold so many properties in Santa Clara, and I don't sell them at all. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know if selling is moving again unless I looked at some of the tools like UPX land,
Yeah.
like so one of the pieces of advice that I would give you guys, like make sure like that you're reading the economy well.
Yeah.
Look
Data.
before you list any property. Go do your research, do your homework, make sure that you're selling or listing for the right number, because not only does it help you, but it helps the whole community grow. So
And that's something that we're going to be doing on this stream too, as well. We will be bringing analytics pretty much every time that we come on here. We'll be talking about who the top five USD spins are, who's the top five players that made the most epics, and we'll just walk through it. And we would analyze different areas, different regions, different countries, different places of where Upland has properties for purchase, and talk about where the markets are going good. I actually want to do some more deep dives, and I really want to dive into some of these things and take a look at Granada Hills. I want to look at where's oh my God, who is our last, we had a guest on here one time. He's the mayor of the town and I can't even think of it right now. My mind just blanked.
Elijah,
No, I know Elijah, but the city that he
yeah,
runs, I can't think of the
El
Elijah,
Sereno,
El Sereno, there you go. Yeah.
yeah,
I have
yeah,
like 50 properties in El Sereno. I didn't even know. And so I
yeah.
started checking it out, and that has soared too. And so like I was buying things for like 5 or 10,000 epics, and now it's that thing shot up pretty good too. The floors in there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I mean, look, obviously we were in the beginning, so I mean, we have a major advantage. Like I've been
Yeah.
preaching that since the beginning.
Yeah.
Like my account, it, I mean, the whole game would pretty much have to fail in order for me to really lose my initial investment. But
Yeah.
our goal is to have an actual game, and that kind of gets me like on my next topic. I mean, there's still really not much to do regularly, and I hope to see that change. I see a way that it can change, and one of the other things about Upland is it's always had different unique games and different things for multiple people to do, which I
Yeah.
enjoy. Like some people like racing, some people wanted to get into the Spark Wars, some people wanted to
Yeah.
get into
So
the
what is up with Spark
decoration.
Wars? Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I never really kind of got into it, so I
Like
don't
you know
know.
what I was hoping for that? I was hoping that that would have turned into a in Upland Kingdoms type of thing. You know what I mean? Where it could have been
Yeah,
something like that. And they could do that. They could absolutely turn that into something like that, like what Grom did with Upland Kingdoms. And we loved that. That gave people a reason to come play, to come spend, to be competitive. And I think that's
yeah,
truly what Upland really needs the most. And that's why I like having downtown. I like having, El Sereno with Elijah. You've got TM. He's got all kinds of different nodes. But the competition is still there, right? You still want to be in the top rankings. And but the cool part about what they've done with the census is not there's no hate. Like if I see, Paradise, or if I see who's in second place.
Paradise is in second, and then Granada Hills is number one.
Okay,
Howard
so you see them
Beach,
going back and forth, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that's
yeah.
great competition. That's healthy competition. No one's talking shit, no one's hating, no one's doing, you know what I mean? That's
No,
amazing,
we're
That's
helping one
what this is all
another.
about.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
And
like I
yes,
want to
big
see.
congrats to Elijah, by the way, on that. That's a huge deal. You know
Yeah,
what I
hell
mean?
yeah.
To organize that, he did that. That's the real note LA, right?
Yep.
He literally organized all that, put it together, became the mayor, did other things that he needed to do. I
Yeah,
love that.
no,
And
he
that's
did it.
and he's got the community and they're thriving. And I love to see
And not
that.
only that, I mean, remember, he's got that digital way that you can like feel like a real live experience with like a headset and all this crazy stuff that I mean, there's something for everyone here. I just feel like we need to put it all together a little more so that way it makes sense, and
Yeah,
not and
yeah.
group the other things away. I mean, really, does Uppies really have to come into the earnings, the whatever percentage that you earned on your 10 earnings? Like I feel like it should be something extra, like to get more involvement, to get more people running, to get more people going on. So Gamers Magic has been like like making several comments. So Gamers Magic, no, we don't play Upland Kingdoms anymore.
Is that still around?
We I don't know, but we found that the game wasn't reliable. The and
We
I'll
tried
just
to
go
buy it
through this
out.
quickly. Yeah, we did try to buy it. Grom didn't want to buy it because he thought that we would need his help. Like they also asked how much sparklet we have. So I have roughly about 90,000. KTwice, how much do you have?
120.
Okay,
Not
so
enough.
so KTwice is, floating around there.
120
Um,
grand. I need a
what
million. I want a million.
what website do we research? UPX land, I think .org, is that what it is, or is it dot? Let me see here.
I'm not too sure.
Dot, upxland.me. So that's one that you can kind of go into. And then the other nice thing is Upland in the menu when you go into the game now. Like it has a couple buttons in there where you can easily kind of like get in there and find some links too. I've been really using Uplytics a lot. Uplytics, if you're interested in looking at service structures in an area, how things are being built, how things are kind of moving ahead and progressing in your specific area, what to expect from the future, you can really kind of get all those details there. So there, it's a one-stop shop, man. I really Liban, whoever that is, man, dude, you're legit. Thank you for making that tool. That's awesome.
Yeah, great. It's a great tool. But again, that's the one thing that is so important too is data, right? And looking up, all the information of what you can and using those types of tools to your advantage to know where you should be buying, where you shouldn't be buying, where you should be building, and how you're going to do that. And I think that's the one thing that I think Upland still needs to really kind of tie together, because there is a lot. I mean, you had the legits, you had the NFL partnerships, there's so much, right? There's so many things that have left a stain or didn't, and some people are upset, some people are frustrated. I think at the end of the day, I think Upland is finally starting their direction, I think for the first time in a long time, and I think that's a good
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah, and again, we just hope that they don't lose their direction, that they understand. I mean, we still hear from OG players right now that are still just trying to sell out. Like they're like,
Literally,
I
dude.
don't like
Yeah.
Uppies. I don't want to be
Yep.
involved in Uppies.
Yep.
Um,
And we're trying to stay
and they don't
positive, and
they
you
don't
know what I
like that
mean, like,
direction. And I'm just
yeah.
telling them, I'm like, dude, just give it a try. Like you've already invested years and a whole
Yeah.
bunch of money. Like if this thing pays off in the end, like we'll all do well together. So give it a try, do your best, be a good team player, like find a community like or a region that you want to grow in. Join us in
Here's the
downtown
thing.
LA. We're
Let me
good.
say a message to all OG players right now, because I'm sitting right where all you guys have been. And we've been there together. We've been through the journey together. We've been to Vegas together. A lot of really big OGs. I'm just calling out directly to say, listen, here's the deal. We got to spend. It's our job. We have put so much money into this game. We have a lot of foundations, and we are getting a lot of UpX per month. And if you are sitting on that UpX per month, you are ruining this game, and you are ruining the opportunity for everyone to make this so great. That's why I spend my UpX. That's why Kevin spends his UpX, and OGs need to spend their UpX that they're making. Don't just sit on it and let it sit in your account. Right. When you're buying properties, search for FSAs, search for great deals. You know what the good deals are. Go find them. Search the Uplytics. All you
Hell
OGs,
yeah.
you guys should be buying things for 60, 70, 80%. Buy the damn floors, right? You have the ability to do so. That's going to create more engagement, create more people being active. They're making money. They're doubling their UpX. You got new players giving their FSA properties getting bought out. You got activity. You got more countries coming in. That's what needs to happen is we need the OGs that have that UpX, that have that spend, keep spending. Keep spending. Keep buying properties. Keep finding new deals.
Yeah, I
Keep
love it.
increasing your earnings. Yes, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. And really, like one of the things that I do is I'm trying to build massive structures right now. So I'll run
Yes.
around and find people with low UpX in their account, and I'll strike them a deal directly. Hey, do this for me. You're just networking. But at the
Yep.
same time, I know that I'm helping my overall investment in the end, because the more UpX that they have, the bigger their portfolio is, we'll just continue to grow, 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 and grow by them buying and flipping. And then the next person that they buy from, they may come around and buy from us. I mean, it's just a revolution that just keeps needing to be turned. So it's
Yeah.
our
I
jobs to turn it.
Yeah, shout out to Travel Fox today. I think he was taken back. Because again, I'll message people. I want deals. If there's deals out there, we're gonna. This is what we're doing. We're in this, right? We're in this. We're gonna keep building this game. And Travel Fox, he gave me a great deal on some properties in downtown, and he was like, "Are you still buying?" And I'm like, "Damn, that
Yeah, hell
hurts.
yeah.
That hurts
Yeah.
because that means that no one else is buying, and some of these old
But
time
hey,
sellers, these,
but every single person that I've bought from recently,
yeah,
they've told me I'm probably going to regret this because
yes, yes,
they're all
yeah,
saying it, bro. They're
yes.
all saying it. I'm
That
probably
is true
going to
too.
regret it.
Yep.
Are like people that have bought now, they're like, man, I'm probably going to regret selling my
Yep.
properties in downtown LA because
Yep.
we are blowing it up. Now,
Yep.
maybe we won't get to number one, maybe we won't get to number two, but I'm sure that we'll get in the top three here very
Yeah.
shortly.
For sure. For sure.
Like
How many structures you
because
got in the
we're
cooker,
not
bro?
going to stop. What's that?
How many structures we got in the cooker, bro?
I I mean,
I got
between the
like
both of us, we
supermarket. I got
probably have
super
50
super.
of them.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
You
I
know,
got like
like
supermarkets. I got all these things being built out. Dude, it's wild, bro.
I got
Like
like yeah. I mean,
multiple on crazy.
I mean, I'm dropping like massive amounts of UPIX in the Spark exchange.
Yeah.
Like I think I was
Yeah.
looking at the leaderboards. I'm like one of the top five that's like investing in contracts, investing in
Oh yeah.
UPIX and renting Spark Hour. And but again, like I'm not just sitting idle waiting around for things to happen. I'm communicating with people. I'm networking. I'm like, not only do I have money in the Spark exchange, I
Yep.
also have money. I have contracts with players right now too,
Yep.
where I'm renting players Spark for 45 days, 90
Yep.
days,
Yeah.
like all sorts of things that are cooking in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
I can
And
accomplish the
now
goal.
imagine if we had a million players doing that, Kev. Imagine
Yeah.
if we had a million players foundationally in Upland doing all that. The sales would be daily, they'd be hourly, they'd be minutely. It would be amazing. It would be unbelievable. It would be so much fun. And you'd be having so many sales, so many just great times. And I mean, I love it, bro. I really think that if it picks up the way that it is and we can engage and rally the community to continue to find great deals, to find value in Upland, which they
Hell
are
yeah.
obviously finding value because if they didn't, Upland would not be around. Upland is still here.
I mean, and there's a reason why we're around, like we came on the stream, we had to stir the pot up, like
Yes,
things
it
weren't
worked.
working, people weren't
Yes.
happy, but things are starting to work and they can work. There are some
Yes,
things that need to be fine detailed, but I'm going to
for sure.
reserve a lot of my judgment right now because I have a
Yeah.
lot to say. Like
Yeah.
if you're one of my friends on Discord, I have a lot to say, but I'm gonna let Upland
Preach it,
do its
baby.
thing. Like I want to see them become successful, and because we all become successful, and we all really enjoy doing this. So Metaverse Mullen says I plan to drop $1,000 every month through
I love it.
2026.
I'll
Very
match that.
confident
Let's
in the
go.
future.
Come on.
Gamer Magic, very talkative. Thank you for chatting with us so much. The Spark Exchange finally opened. It reopened. Where did it reopen? So UPX Land is they have their Spark Exchange now.
Yep.
They opened that feature within their website, and I mean I've been utilizing it a lot. Um, I've seen a lot of players utilizing a lot.
Lots.
I recommend that you go in there and go through it. Now, I do find that it's a little more expensive than the old Spark Exchange. I do see those pains that are kind of going coming through. One of the things that I'd like to see, but again, and I don't know all the mechanics about it, and I don't pretend to know about it, is it would be nice if some of these buildings could be constructed a little faster. It looks like they're coming out with service vehicles that you can park outside your property and kind of increase the speed that it
See,
takes
there you
for
go. There you
construction to take
go.
place. I mean,
Love
so
that.
it looks like some of those things are coming up with a solution, but again, it's like you got to buy $110 or whatever it is. I mean, it feels a little like pay to play, right now, but I understand that Upland has a, I mean, they have a multi-million-dollar infrastructure, yearly infrastructure that they need to maintain. So in order to do that, like they have to come up with a way to nickel and dime us to a degree. And
They
I'm
do,
okay
and
with
that's
that.
fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
okay with
okay
that.
with
That
that, you know?
See, that's the thing that we're like, I'm thinking like OG players, like, dude, we're down for all this. Like, we want the spin. We want everyone to spin. Again, if we had 1 million players, dude, it would be insane. It would be so much fun. And you look at holders like us, we're still not going to sell. Even with the 1 million player, we might sell some
No.
things here and there, but we're still going to grow our portfolio. You know, we're never going to stop growing. I think that's why Upland is so fun, because you just want to keep growing, but you kind of got to dive in, put your money where your mouth is, and then utilize it. I'm telling you right now, if you put your money into this game and you want to find ways to make money and profit, you can. Just ask people like, I mean, I could pull up probably 25 players just in the past month that have profited USD, period. Profit.
Oh
So there's
yeah.
ways to
No,
earn.
they're
There's
out
ways to make
there.
money.
There's always been a way for someone to find a way in this game, but you do definitely have to put the time into it and find that loophole. Now, KTwice and I, we don't have time to do that. We're
Yeah.
holders. We're going to hold on. We're all about monthly earnings, and we're going to stay in that direction.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, KTwice, what else you want to talk about, bro?
No, let's save it for next week. Let's come back on next week sometime after Christmas, right? Because we got Christmas coming up.
Okay.
So after Christmas, let's come back. I want to when we want to come back next week, I want to do like some fun analytics. I want to talk about some regions. I want to talk about specific numbers. I want to talk about how players are earning, you know, how they are making money. I want to talk about FSA. I want to talk about helping OGs buy FSAs and having Upland have a way to facilitate that, so that way the new players still can make earnings right out the gates. We got to make a way so the new players can buy the FSA and OG players can come in and swipe those out for a guaranteed profit.
Hell
Like
yeah.
some type of incentive to where a new player comes in, they buy their UPIX, they get that bonus of the UPIX, they buy a property, an FSA property. That FSA property goes into like a newly listed property, and only OGs can buy that, and they can buy in the FSAs, and it becomes like a clockwork. So that way, a new player gets a guaranteed return on their investment, their very first transaction right away. And I'm willing to engage in that, and I know OGs are willing to engage in that, right? Especially if they're good and if they're in good cities, good countries, good areas, and these players are purchasing the FSAs. I'll come in and swipe them all up. But I think Upland needs to emphasize on that, so it makes like these new players are feeling and getting a win. Right now, it's going to take a new player a long time to get a win, if you know what I mean. And I want to find a way to
Well,
make these new
it's a
players to get a
strong
win right
emotion.
away.
It's a strong emotional attachment anytime that you're involved with something. You know, a good part of it comes from the community, but
Yeah,
another part has to come with active work that you're doing
yeah,
within the game. And I think that we need something else to do. There are a lot of
yeah,
enhancements that are going to continue to kind of come about here. So we'll see. You know, hopefully those enhancements come soon, because I feel like
yeah.
there's a lot of momentum that has been built right now, and I would hate to see it start fizzling out because new things, our new ways, our new announcements aren't hitting the attention of people that are being active right now. So we'll hope for the best.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Honestly, I'm very grateful
Hell
that we have
yeah.
so many people that are just, wanting to engage and find us on Discord, man. We have our own downtown LA server. There's all kinds of servers out there. Join a community, right? If you're a new player, find a community to join and join
Join
it. Like,
downtown LA. What's
yeah,
up?
like whatever, dude.
You
We're
want to
here.
talk to us about things regularly? We have
Yeah,
a downtown LA Discord channel. I'll go back after this live stream and link it in the description so that way you guys
yeah,
have it. And
for
if you guys
sure.
want to come join us, you want to talk to us about things. I mean, we are busy, but we'll get to you guys.
Yeah,
We'll help
man.
you guys, and we'll help you become successful as well.
Yeah, we love Upland. We love what they're doing. We're here for it. We want to help keep a positive, good environment, no matter what. Even if that means saying, "Hey, some things aren't working. Maybe let's help
Oh, we
elevate these
have
things,
to.
and call
Yeah.
it out when we need to." But again, it's working, and we're seeing Upland make big strides and big improvements. And I think they're very close to getting everything kind of tied together, guys. I think they're onto something pretty great, and I think they're on the right path. So, anyways. Love you guys. Stay tuned. We have so much more to come. We're going to be doing this a lot more. We love doing this for our community. Again, it's just a matter of time and convenience for Kevin and I to kind of get together and do it. So appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Stay
Hell
safe
yeah.
and keep spending money in Upland, baby. Let's go. All right, y'all.